So we're in the north of Germany in a town called Geisenseed, which is not far from Bremerhaven. This village has nothing but a bakery, a shop and a station. The station is bought by a couple called Lenssen, and they converted it into a theatre. Well, the actual theatre is the train. They bought the train as well. There are nine carriages on the train, and I live in the second one, number 2. Every morning at about 8 o'clock, the kids from the local school come to see our performance. It's usually about 50 kids, and they arrive, and they're all very excited because they're going to see a show on the train. The play that I do is called Mrs. Pigeon and the Dragon in the Attic. It's about this little girl called Franziska. She's about 10 years old. She finds this attic, and in this attic there lives Mrs. Pigeon, and she makes friends with her, and they spend the afternoons together. Franziska wants to be a knight. At school, in history lesson, they talk about the Middle Ages and knights in general, and she just loves that. That's the whole theme, and she herself wants to be a knight. And so Mrs. Pigeon remembers a song they used to sing in the Middle Ages, yeah, and it's a drinking song, and they sing it together.
Wie schmeckt der Wein in guter Runde? Wir haben dir das Armband rübergeworfen.
They built this tower, and it first looks like a tower, but then you realize it's a knight. It looks like a knight, it's got a mouth, and so Mrs. Pigeon hides behind the tower and moves the mouth at the very top of the tower, and it looks like a knight, and so Franziska starts talking to the knight. And then she has a conversation with them, and after that they built the castle out of the pots. In the next scene they have these strings and little horses and little knights riding horses made of cardboard. Franziska does all the commands. She goes, ready, steady, go, and then they start doing the fight, and so both will left.
An die Lanzen, fertig, los! Und ein schlimmer Kampf geht, beide Ritter sitzen noch im Sattel, sie kämpfen wie Helden, sie kämpfen, und ein Überschlag von Prinz von Aragon, doch Ignaurus ist als erstes im Ziel und hat gewonnen.
After the big fight, what did they do in the past after this? And then Mrs. Pigeon says, well, next is the quiz. And then Franziska says, oh, I want to do the quiz, the nightly quiz too. And then Mrs. Pigeon says, well, you better get ready. And of course all the kids say, yeah, we want to help you. And then Franziska sits with all the kids in the audience, and they all together try to find the right answers to all the questions.
Mit einem Schild? Frau Taube mit einem Schild! Oh, und was war da denn auf dem Schild? Weshalb
at the end of the quiz, suddenly Mrs. Pigeon disappeared, and Franziska says, where's she gone, where's she gone? And all the kids scream, she's behind the door, she's behind the sheet, but she's not there anymore. She was hijacked by a dragon. Franziska knows from the roar there's a dragon roar, and she decides to rescue her, Mrs. Pigeon.
Taube aus den Klauen des schrecklichen Ratten Drachen befreien! Ich brauche... Was brauche ich? Eine Rüstung!
Ich weiß noch! Waffen und eine Keule!
Eine Rüstung! Dann einen Helm brauche ich doch! Ein Helm? So. Und ein Handschuh!
So she gets ready, she puts on a helmet, and she's got a glove and a sword, and she makes a horse out of the things she finds in the attic. And she goes on a long journey on top of over the top of the highest mountains, and through narrow forests, and over canyons. Meets the army and fights them all and beats them, of course. She's strong.
Du Schurke! Hab ich dich! Hab ich dich! Runter mit dir! Nieder mit dir! Ha! 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 Du hast keine Chance gegen mich! Ha! 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 Und dir! Und dir! Und dir! Ergib dich! Alles fertig! Was willst du hier? Ich bin Ritter Franziskus, gekommen, um Frau Taube zu retten. Und wer bist du?
Ich bin Dragomir von Drachenstein und Frau Taube gehört jetzt mir.
Niemals! Das lasse ich nicht zu!
And in the end she finds the dragon, and she has a big fight with the dragon. And she hits the nose of the dragon, and the dragon starts crying, because it's not a bad dragon, it's a good one. And then Franziska realizes he only took Mrs. Pigeon away because he was lonely, just like she was, and she says, but I'm lonely without Mrs. Pigeon, and he says, I'm lonely too, and they decide that they could be friends all together, the three of them. At the end of the play, Mrs. Pigeon and Franziska are back in the attic, and Franziska tells Mrs. Pigeon about her journey, about all the adventures she's gone through, and she says they could sing a song together about the new friend, the dragon. And so they do, they sing the song, and after that Franziska writes this letter with a feather she found, and in this letter she writes, Dear Mrs. Pigeon, the time has come for you to fly away and to go on your long journey. We open the window for you, but we will always leave it open so you can come back anytime. We will be here always, and we will wait for you. Yours, Franziska, and the dragon.
Wir bleiben hier, deine Franziska und Dragomir.
Today we're moving the train from here to Cuxhaven. It's about a 50-mile journey. And this train here is going to hook up with our train and pull us all the way. We're going the wrong way. Oh, we're not.